Dear students, this is 11th zoology video class. Zoology, chapter 4, organ and organ systems in animals. Last video class, we have seen earthworm, external structure, and what are the characters difference between of lambito, mouthi, metaphor postuma. Metaphor postuma we have seen, and next topic we are going to see is the one anatomy. The body wall of the earthworm is very moist, thin, soft, skinny, elastic, and consists of the cuticle, epidermis, muscles, and coelomic epithelium. So these are the parts which are present in the earthworm. The epidermis consists of supporting cells. The epidermis layer, that is a layer which presents in the skin. That layer consists of supporting cells, gland cells, basal cells, and sensory cells. A spacious body cavity called coelom. A spacious body cavity is called coelom, is seen between the alimentary canal and the body wall. The coelom contains the coelomic fluid and serves as a hydrostatic skeletons. So this coelom, they contain, coelom means what? Cavity. So in that cavity they have fluid like structures. That fluids they serve as a hydrostatic skeleton in which the coelomocytes are known to play major role of regenerations. Here the coelomocytes, there is a one cells which presents in the coelom, that is we call as a coelomocytes. What is the use of this one? When we cut off the earthworm into different pieces, that each different pieces of earthworm will be grown fully, that is we call as a regenerations. So that coelomocytes are used for regenerations, immunity. You know what immunity? If any pathogen enters, means this immune system, they kill that pathogens, which means a virus or bacteria. And wound healing one. Wound means, if you got any hurt, means that will be healed. That is we call as a wound healing. The coelomic fluid of the earthworm is milky and alkaline, which consists of granulocytes or electrocytes or amoebocytes, mucocytes, leukocytes. Here that coelomic fluid, the fluid which presents the coelom, their characteristics is the one milky one, alkaline, etc. Whatever they given, you can go through. So that's all about the informations about anatomy. The next topic we'll see digestive system of earthworm. How the digestive system of earthworm is going to function, we'll see. I'll show you the diagram of digestive systems of the earthworm. Here, this is the digestive system of the earthworm. Lambito mouthi digestive system. I will tell you the parts which are present. If you have textbook, you can go through these parts, whatever I say. Here, mouth parts presents on the anterior regions, then inner mouth, that is we call as a buccal cavity, pharynx, pharyngeal glands, esophagus, gizzards, intestines. So these are the parts are present in digestive system of earthworm. The digestive system of earthworm consists of alimentary canal and the digestive glands. The alimentary canal runs straight tube throughout the length of the body from mouth to anus. See, from mouth to anus. They given only half of the diagram. Mouth to anus up to it runs alimentary canal. Then the mouth opens into the buccal cavity. Here, that mouth open into buccal cavity, which occupies the segment of first and second segments. The buccal cavity leads into a muscular pharynx, which occupies the third and fourth segments. The muscular pharynx presents in the third and fourth segment and is surrounded by the pharyngeal glands. Here, can you find the pharyngeal glands? So these are the pharyngeal glands. So what is the use of that one? What is the use of that one? It is a small, a narrow. The pharyngeal gland, they secrete some kind of enzymes. Next one is the one, a small, narrow tube. The esophagus lies in the fifth segments. A small, narrow tube, that is we call say esophagus. They lie in the fifth segment and continues that into muscular gizzards. Here, that esophagus continues to muscular gizzards. Here, this is what we call as a gizzards. Can you find gizzard, the swelling like structure? That is we call as a gizzards. The presence and the sixth segment. What is the use of these gizzards? So the gizzards helps the grinding of soil particles and decaying leaves. So this gizzards is a very, very important role for the digestion process. So this gizzards helps in grinding of soil particles. What the food for this earthworm is? Soil only they eat. Whatever they eat the soil, that soil are just grinded by this gizzards. And also they eat leaves in order to decay. So this gizzards is also used to decay the leaves. That's what they say in this gizzards. Intestine, next part is the one intestines. Intestine starts from seventh segments and continues till last segments. Intestine start from seventh segments and continues till the last segments. The dorsal wall of the intestine is folded into the cavity as a typhosole. They'll ask you what is typhosole. Important to mark, just underline. The dorsal wall of intestines, the dorsal side of the intestine, they have folding structures. That folding structure only we call as a typhosole. This fold contains blood vessels. This fold contains blood vessels and increase the absorptive area of intestine. And increase the absorptive area of intestines. So that folding place, blood vessels are present. So that blood vessels, what do they do? They absorb, they increase the absorption. They increase the absorptions. Then the inner epithelium consists of columnar cells. The inner epithelium consists of columnar cells and glandular cells. Alimentary canal opens into exterior through the anus. Exterior through the anus. Here the ingested organic rich soil passes through the digestive tract. Ingested means whatever the organic food which are taken in, that is because ingested organic rich soil passes through the digestive tract. So once if the digestion occurs, means what happens, they passes through the digestive tract where the digestive enzymes breaks down the complex food into smaller absorbable units. The simpler molecules are absorbed through the intestinal membranes are utilized. The undigested particles along with the earth are passed out the anus. The undigested particles along with earth are passes out through the anus. That is we call as a worm casting or vermicast. The pharyngeal or salivary glands cells and the glandular cells of intestines are supposed to be the digestive glands, which are secrete digest the enzymes for digestions of food. So yeah, this is what the information is about the digestive glands. You can go through the next. There's some more information bits they given here. We'll see how an earthworm uses the hydrostatic skeleton to move here and there, or to move here and there, or crawl. That informations we'll see here. Yeah, this is what an earthworm uses its hydrostatic skeleton to crawl. Here, this is the structure of earthworm. This is the structure of when we cut off the earthworm, the longitudinal sections or circular sections. If you observe under microscope, you can find the longitudinal muscles and circular muscles. Yeah, this is the earthworm. When they move from one place to another place, they have position like this, and they cut off this body parts and just they zoomed out here. The head parts they cut off, and they found the circular muscles in that one. The middle regions they found that they cut off and just they observed the microscope. They can find the longitudinal muscles, and this is what the moving positions. How does this earthworm move? The earthworm normally crawl with the help of their body muscles. That is because of setae, and they move with help of body muscles, setae and buccal chamber. With help of three parts they move. The outer circular and the inner longitudinal muscles layer lies below the epidermis of the body wall. Already we have seen what is epidermis. It's a layer, skin layer which presents the body. Okay, and below the epidermis layer of the body, the contractions of the circular muscles here. This is what the circular muscles. The contractions of the circular muscles makes the body long and narrow. Here, this front portions, the front portion only the circular muscles are present. The contractions of the circular muscles makes the body long as well as narrow. Just they move. The circular muscles just move forward, make long as well as narrow, while that of longitudinal muscles makes the body short and broad. Here, this is a longitudinal muscle. They make that longitudinal muscles makes the body short as well as broad. The locomotions of the earthworm is brought about by contraction and relaxations of muscular body walls, and is aided by turgence of coelomic fluid, hence called as a hydrostatic skeleton. The alternate waves of extensions and contractions are aided by the leverage afforded by the buccal chamber and setae. So this is what the information about the earthworms have hydrostatic skeletons. Today we have seen anatomy parts of the earthworm, and also we have seen what is the digestive system of how the digestive system of earthworm functions. We have seen, and also we have seen the earthworms of hydrostatic skeleton. Just go through these three topics. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Just practice this diagram in your classwork. Practice today itself. If you have any doubt, you can contact me through WhatsApp. Okay, bye. Take care.